I watched a great but weird game of Eurobasket a few weeks ago and it deserves a breakdown. In this quarterfinal game, Poland took out the defending champ Slovenia and they were calling them the Giant Killers because of it. European basketball players have been catching up with the Americans in the past few decades, but they have had us beat in the basketball environment and fan experiences for a while now. These fans look like they're ready to go to war. They don't need a DJ just to get them to chant defense, and it's awesome. These guys can barely contain themselves. The guy on the right is just screaming in circles, meanwhile his buddy is double fist in the air. Almost had a nip slip if you can find it. There were some huge names in Eurobasket this year, but out of the top 4 ranked teams, only France was able to make it to the semifinals. Slovenia was predicted to win it again in 2022. Meanwhile, little old Poland wasn't even in the top 8 teams. And on top of this story, there was a report that Team Slovenia was out drinking until 5 a.m. the night before. It wouldn't be the first time they were getting drunk before an international competition. True or not, Poland earned some respect in this one. Team Poland has 0 NBA experience on the court outside AJ Slaughter, who played 2 summer league games after his time at Western Kentucky. Team Slovenia has 5 players on the roster who have played in real NBA games. Yet Poland had them by the balls at the start of this game. They were up 23 points before the end of the first half, but Slovenia managed to fight back and they took the lead early in the fourth quarter. And here is where the drama really starts to take place. Aleksander Balkarowski of Poland is attacking the basket, misses, and gets fouled by Luka. He's pissed. He starts complaining to the refs. His teammates have to circle him in and they're like, shut up, dude. They called the foul. He's their only 7-footer and a pretty good young player from what I saw, but by far their best player on this night was Bonica. He became the 4th player ever to record a triple-double in Eurobasket history. He's got a black eye. That looks pretty badass. Very next play, Alexander, the big man from Poland, picks up his 4th foul after demolishing a Slovenian under the basket. He's still pissed off. Good reaction time by number 3 trying to calm him down, but he starts to run towards the ref a bit and he gets a technical foul and he's out of the game with 5 fouls. On his way out, he gives the ref the limp wrist and starts storming off the court. Sweet tattoos, by the way. Gives out another limp wrist. Number 3 is back. He seems like a great guy, really trying to calm him down. You can tell he really cares about his teammates. Here's the replay. Number 7 is taking the charge, but he has a foot in the restricted area and jumps into the contact. It was a pretty bang play, and either way, if he would have behaved after the call, he would have stayed in the game. We get some audio of the ref's explanation on it.
Going to the ring and he received and landed on the floor. That's why it's foul. But it's not that to shoot it. Stay. Hey, guys, it's enough. Yeah, I know, but now I cannot talk too much. I give the explanation.
So as you can see, the refs are clearly not putting up with this nonsense tonight. But Luka now decides it's a good time to test their patience. He was wanting this foul to be called on the ground, and I agree with Luka here. He just tossed it up because he heard a whistle, and they surprisingly gave it to him as a shooting foul.
Bumped by Chanchar.
The thing I've learned about complaining to the refs or trying to correct them in basketball is that it usually ends up doing more harm than good. Luka hasn't figured that out yet, but to be fair, he's in the NBA. I'm sitting in my room making a YouTube video at 1 a.m. Here's Luka with a guy all over him, probably a foul. Luka was even complaining with the ball in his hands. He throws an elbow, then he just starts looking at the refs like, really? Nothing? 2 players are wrestling in the paint. They call the foul in Slovenia. Luka, right on cue, starts complaining to the refs. But then on the inbound, 2 missed calls in 2 seconds in favor of Slovenia. Goran Dragic is clearly stepping over the inbound line during the pass, and there's clear contact to the head on the shot, and the refs call nothing. If you weren't sure about the contact there, maybe there's some evidence in the fact that he starts looking like the Polish Tua Tagovailoa. I learned that Slovenia's timeouts sound like Battlefield 1 characters. And Luka's complaints finally catch up with him. Luka looks at the refs and tells them that was a travel and they tee him up for it. That's a pretty soft technical without any context, but he's been doing that the entire quarter. And was he right? Was it a travel? Absolutely. Right foot into the 2-foot plant, moves his left foot, and that's fine if he shoots it from there, but one more entire step and that was a clear travel. I gotta say, pretty accurate calls being made by Luka. He would be a terrific referee. Luka and Dragic are talking to the ref here, and I'm dying to know what Dragic said to the ref because look at the face he makes. He is just disgusted with him.
Suck my cock! I'll murder your family!
I love the commentary here. They know what's up.
Oh, don't do that, Sokolowski. You're going to get a technical.
Here's Luka's 4th foul on the loose ball. Solid call, bit of acting involved, but smart basketball by Poland since they're in the bonus and Luka is now in foul trouble. Very next play for Poland, and they have some high basketball IQ. Luka is guarding their best player with 4 fouls, so they call the ISO. Bonica drives left. Luka takes the bait and fouls out with 3 minutes left in regulation. Slovenia's body language is instantly worse. Luka is pissed. The water boy's just trying to do his job. Nope. Fuck that water bottle. Bonica completely leaned into the contact on this play, but look at Poland. They're acting like they just won the entire tournament because Luka fouled out. Some more world-class refereeing being displayed here. Watch Slovenia's big man under the basket. I don't know how the refs didn't see this. He had underhooks on him and just tossed him out of the way. That's the definition of a foul, but it goes uncalled. Minute left in the game and Slovenia is down 9. They're just starting to bomb threes. Number 8 gets a board. There is some contact, but he misses. He doesn't care about this game anymore. He just checks out the ref and says, bruh. He then walks back on defense, tries to foul, gives 0 effort. Poland ends up missing the shot and there's a foul called under the basket. Slovenia makes their free throws and they're definitely not trying to foul right away here, but the refs are having a bad night. That ended up helping them because Poland made 1 of 2 free throws and it quickly led to this wild sequence of events.
8-point lead. Edo Muric for 3. Look out. Here comes Slovenia. They haven't given up the ghost. Now they get the steal. And now they're going to get the layup. And Slovenia.
And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point game with 31 seconds left. Poland calls their last timeout. Slovenia is out of timeouts. Here is the last play for Poland. I thought this was going to be a great ending. Instead, the man that subbed in for Luka goes on to do this.
8 seconds. They got to hurry. Prepelic. Oh, and he thought they were going to call a foul. No foul has been called. Poland have pulled off the shock of the FIBA Eurobasket.
They got the rebound with 8 seconds left. Number 7 has pressure coming with 6 seconds left. Sure, there was contact, but if anything, I see this as a reach-in foul. If the ref called this a shooting foul, he would be the most hated man in Poland. Obviously not in Polish history because, well, you know. I think most, if not all, of the blame belongs on number 7 here, trying to shoot a full court shot with 6 seconds left in the game. Meanwhile, 1, 2, 3 players were open who could have taken a much better shot than this. But the game's over. Poland wins and they're going crazy. Slovenia goes right up to the referee that didn't call it. Luka goes over the barrier. He's fuming. Now, I'm no John Boy, but I try to read some lips here for you guys. What the hell? Fucking idiot, you ruined the game. Fucking call that shit. Call something. He's still barking at the refs, but you can see a few moments of realization for Luka, which I think are pretty funny. He looks directly at the camera in front of him and realizes, I should probably take it down a notch. We get a shot of Poland, hugs all around. Grown men are crying. Goes back to Luka, and I think it finally hits him what a moment it is for Poland, and there's nothing he can do about the result now. He congratulates Poland. He's a good sport about it. He's walking off, and there's one more great moment. A fan hops onto the court with his phone, reached out to Luka, not sure what he wanted there. Luka manages to look over just in time to see him get laid out by security. Luka's like, oh shit, yep, I'm getting the fuck out of here. This could be a much needed wake-up call for Slovenia. I've been watching them over the years. They've been getting a little bit too confident for a bunch of white guys playing basketball, if you ask me. But yeah, shout out Poland, doing their thing out there. They lost by a combined 54 points in their next 2 games, but they stunned the world with this one. As always, thank you guys for watching. I turned 23 today. Got to update my YouTube bio. As a present to me, I'd appreciate a sub, a follow on Instagram, 30 toe pics sent by mail. Any of those options will do, but I love you guys and I will see you in the next one.